A new payment option is gaining in popularity as your budget continues to be stretched. 48 Sean Dowling sat down with Marshall Clay from the Welch Group, who says consumers should proceed with caution when considering its use.
It feels so guilt-free at the register or when shopping online. Buy now, pay later. But will putting purchases on the back burner come back to haunt you? I'm here with Marshall Clay from the Welch Group to sort it all out. Marshall, what do people need to know?
Hey, Sean, how are you? Yeah, well, this payment option's been gaining in popularity over the last couple of years. I think it's just a function of consumers being stressed out in other areas of their life, particularly, credit cards. And so if our viewers have probably seen these payment options, if they're making bigger purchases at maybe Home Depot or some other retailers. So our viewers have probably seen those out there. Essentially what these payment options are they are installment payment options. And so when you make the purchase, there's oftentimes an interest-free period that's very appealing, to consumers. The other very appealing thing is that it's accessible with a limited credit history or a poor credit history. So if you're maxed out credit cards, you can't get a credit card, it's very easy to be gravitated towards one of these payment options. But just like with everything in life, there's pros and cons. And so even though our viewers can access or have access to these payment options, they can be very damaging to your credit score. So even though you can access these options, if you miss some of these installment payments, they will be reported to the credit agencies and maybe hurt your ability to access credit later on in your life. The other thing is that it's a very unregulated part of the economy. So the plans are going to vary dramatically. The interest-free period can vary dramatically. The late fees, if you miss one of these installment payments, can vary dramatically, and the interest rate increases can spike tremendously on the back end of these things if you miss some of these payments. So if you think about those who are probably looking at this type of payment option, their finances are oftentimes stressed in other areas. So the temptation to overspend is great, for the people that probably shouldn't be overspending. So I recommend folks, look, if they're going to use this payment option, only use it as a last resort for the necessities. Don't be using a buy now, pay later option for discretionary spending. We really look and focus on those budgetary items and make sure that you're only using this for the vitals.
Helping us make sense of the buy now, pay later option. Marshall Clay with the Welch Group. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.